Human chicken communication, the human chicken communication. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode whereby we're gonna look at the traditional arts employed by the Luhya people to summon the chickens, the traditional way through which the Luhya people communicates to the chicken, especially when they need them around. Unlike the dog, which is normally referred to by the name, it is totally different when it comes to the chicken. To communicate, or human chicken communication, it is the sound and action that is normally used. And we have two sounds. We have the calling sound and we have the chasing sound. Okay? Actually, the chasing sound is normally produced by mouth and accompanied by an action of swaying the hand or an object. You can just do and you sway the hand or an object. It could be a stick or something else, and the chicken would run away. So in this video, we're gonna look at the ways of calling the chicken, ways of having the chicken around, especially when they have gone far away. We are dealing with the method of free range, whereby the chicken are left to roam around in search of food. So at a particular time, maybe a certain chicken is needed to perform a function and it's not seen. So to have that chicken back, the following methods are normally applied. And the first one, which is actually age-old, was the use of grain. You just have a handful of grain, could be millet, sorghum, or maize, and then you pour outside. So those chickens that are somehow near would run for the grain, and their action will definitely attract the chickens that are far away, and they would also come for the grain. So that is one way of calling the chicken, one way of having the chickens back home. The second method, and this is the reason as to why we have the pan on the set. This is the pan, and we assume it is a ugali cooking pan. Ugali cooking pan among the Luhya people is called a hafka, and originally a hafka was a pot made of clay, but due to civilization, the pan has replaced the pot one. And after cooking ugali, we have some crisps that normally sticks on the wall and the base of the pan. So to remove those crisps, a spoon is normally used to scrap them, and the sound is produced. That sound normally attracts chickens to come because they know that is food, so they run to eat those crisps. And that sound is normally produced this way, or it normally sounds this way. So when the chicken hears that sound, would actually run towards where it's coming from, and by doing so, you have them around. Just as simple as that. So even if it is not, or even if you have actually finished washing your pan and you need a certain chicken around, you just take a spoon and a pan and you scrap. The moment you scrap it, the chicken will still just come thinking that you are actually removing the crisp so that they can have them. So that is the second method of calling the chickens around. Nowadays holding the pan like this in public here in Kenya, you may be mistaken for doing something else. Holding the pan in public is actually symbolic in a way. What Honorable Jeremiah Kioni. Now let's move to the third method of calling the chickens, and this one is also a sound. The sound that is originally, or it was imitated from the sound produced by the chicken while calling another chicken for food. It could be the hen calling chicks for food, or a hen calling a rooster calling a hen for food. This sound is called low-pitched clucks. It is a clucking sound, low-pitched. It sounds like this. Now, people also imitated this sound, but they can't produce it exactly the way the chicken does, but they produces it according to their ability. Some you will hear some producing it like this way. So if you produce that sound, the chicken would come thinking that it is food. You are calling them for food. That is the third method of calling the chicken. The fourth is also a sound that actually you can produce as many sounds as you can, so long as you coach your chicken. Whenever you produce that sound, the particular sound, ensure you have grain so that they'll get used to it. Whenever you produce them, whenever you produce the sound, the chickens would know that that is food. Let's go running. So the fourth sound is a sound also produced by mouths, which goes like this. So that sound also attracts the chickens. So that is it for this video, and you can as well share your story. Where are you from and how do you do it? Okay, so let's keep the conversation going down in the comments, and chicken series continues. We meet in the next video. Take care.